You ready? Here we go. Good morning, everyone. It's my final streaming day of the week. What a week it has been, right? And on today's show, we got some interesting topics, including Boogie has sent me a public message on X. And I watched it and responded, and now I want to publicly respond in video form. Absolutely hilarious. Also, we're going to be watching the Kronos The New Dawn trailer. This is one of the new games that was announced during the Xbox Partner Showcase, and you guys requested me to react to it. And lastly, Halloween is right around the corner. In fact, it's in less than 2 weeks. And what we need to do is look at the games that you have nominated for my upcoming Halloween marathon event and basically sort them into a list that we can have a poll and you guys can start voting on. So we've got quite a lot of stuff in store for today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. Happy Friday. It is indeed Friday, the 18th of October, 2024. I'm DSP, and I'm wearing my Resident Evil t-shirt in honor of not only it being Halloween month, but also today we are finishing Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. So I figured, hey, I actually have something that has zombies. Might as well wear it today, right? For a little bit of variety. So, what a week it has been, right? It was a 7-day streaming week this week for me. We covered quite a lot. So far, we've already wrapped up Silent Hill 2 Remake. If you missed that last night, it's live on the channel here on DSPGaming on YouTube. I hope that you'll give it a look. And today we're finishing Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. So we've got a lot of these playthroughs that are horror-themed wrapping up this week, which is great. You get more momentum for the next week, new stuff coming out. A few housekeeping things to talk about before we get to our topics today. All right? So first off, ladies and gentlemen, take a look below. You're going to see 24 straight streams that we have crushed the streaming goals. Thank you. Thank you so much for 12 full days of streaming where you have supported my efforts to make meaningful content for the internet and felted the crap out of my trolls. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. FYI, today, this stream is it. This is the finale. If we hit the goal on this stream and hit 25, I'm going to place an order for the McDonald's Chicken Big Mac, which I'll be doing a live DSP Tries It taste test of after the gameplay portion of the stream has ended. In fact, if you take a look, we have a Chicken Big Mac emote that was added to the Kick chat. So if you're in Kick right now in the chat, you can actually use the Chicken Big Mac emote, although it's funny because we didn't qualify for it yet technically. Okay, so what I would say is, guys, today, let's just hit it right away, right? If you're here already, you're here early, you're here raring to go, support the streams. Let's hit the goal right away. I mean, hell, I'd like to order on this podcast just to get it on the way. Now, by the way, it's not just going to be the Chicken Big Mac. I'm also going to order the Filet-O-Fish sandwich, because we were talking about this yesterday. And I was like, man, I used to like the Filet-O-Fish like 20 years ago. I wonder if it's any good. And people were like, no. People were outright like, no, it's terrible now. It's tiny. It's like the size of a McChicken. I was like, really? That used to be a big-ass fish sandwich that was like really good. So I want to try that. And I want to try a couple other things. So it's basically going to be the Chicken Big Mac plus. I'll have a few other items that I will try. Futakuchi is saying I should order the apple pie. Oh, yeah? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do the apple pie. We'll have to see. But anyway, let's hit it. Now, I already know there was one contribution on the Kick side. So hold on, because sadly, I just don't have a leaderboard for Kick. However, whoa, look at this. Okay, so first off, we got a lot. Now we're getting a lot of support on the Kick side. Bloodwolf 2A2 just gifted 5 subs over on Kick to the community. So let's get Blood Wolf up on the leaderboard. Thank you so much, Blood Wolf. Here it is. I gotta go. I'm still not used to doing this. Blood Wolf, excuse me. 2A2 with 5 gifted subs over on Kick. Thank you so very, very much. And that's going to be $25 of support right out of the gates. Thank you so very, very much. It was Tech Buzz that also became a sub. Thank you. So Tech Buzz, thank you for being a new subscriber to the channel this morning on Kick. You are now part of the Founders Club, meaning you now have that Founders badge. We only have about maybe less than 60 left. I know that we have over 40 legit paid subscribers now on Kick. So those opportunities are running out. If you have not become a paid subscriber yet on Kick, I strongly recommend that you do. All right. So that's awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for that. And FYI, last night, as I was streaming the end of Silent Hill, someone by the name of Zaneed posted, meaning they sent like 30 plus viewers over to my channel. And as Zaneed was in the chat, we had a conversation about Kick payouts. And apparently from what Zaneed told me, Kick does actually pay right away. So for example, anything I make on Kick this month, apparently I'm going to get paid like the 1st of next month. And if that's the case, that's outstanding. That's actually super good. That would be very good for me. That's like best case scenario, actually. So here's hoping that it is the case and that you know, will actually happen, because then I don't have to worry about anything. Like, already this month on Kick has been outstanding, like super supportive. And thank you all on Kick who watch and support this content. And by the way, thank you everyone on YouTube as well, because YouTube's been great. We've been getting a lot of big super chats and things over on YouTube this month as well. So everything's going good. By the way, Mr. Jupel just gifted a membership on DSPGaming. It went to Hybrid. Congrats, Hybrid, on that. And thank you, Mr. Jupel, for that gifted membership. That helps a lot. Thank you so much. Okay. So, now what was I saying? I was I got distracted now. And now Jasper Kitty is rubbing his face on my foot. It's tickling me. Jasper, you silly guy. What's up, Jade? Good morning. How are you? Gifted subs last a month, Danger Moo. Danger Moo is asking how do subs work. Whoa! Shout out to the SJB97 who just subscribed to the channel on Kick. Thank you, SJB97. So you also have just joined the Founders Club, and you will get that Founders badge forever on this channel. Thank you so much. I think, like I said, last night I looked, and I think we had 60 left. So with the 2 people today, there's less than 60. You're probably down like 55 or something like that. So thank you guys so much. All right, all right. Jade says, I would love to see Jasper. Hey, Jasper, you want to jump up on the chair? Jade would like to see you. Want to come up? Want to come up on my lap? Want to come up and hang out? Get some pets? No, he's staring at me. He's very hyper this morning. Oh, here he comes. He's very hyper this morning because it's very cool today in Washington State. It's pure autumn weather. We've got rain and clouds and a lot of wind outside. So he goes crazy when the wind starts whipping or he sees animals. There was a lot of animals in our backyard today, like squirrels and birds. And he gets so excited. He was running all over the house this morning, super duper hyper. So Jasper Kitty here is in a good mood. Jasper loves the fall. He loves the cooler months. He doesn't really like the hot weather. He likes the cooler months a lot more. So there you go. Jade asking you shall receive. Jasper Kitty making an appearance on the Level 1 podcast today. Very nice. Okay. So I get distracted by Jasper. Also, it looks like a tip has come in. Take a look with my left hand. I'm not very good left-handed. Here we go. I received a $20 tip. And I guess it's anonymous because there's no message attached to it. FYI, because many of you may not know this, if you send me a tip via PayPal, and thank you to those who are doing that because that helps a ton, you need to attach a message to the PayPal tip in the body. Like it'll say, here's a message. And if you want me to call you a name, like say, thanks to so-and-so, you have to put your name in that body of the message. I don't see anything else. So this is an anonymous tip for 20 bucks because there's nothing attached to it. So thank you so much for an anonymous $20 tip. Let's get a nice animation going for this morning. We haven't had many tip animations recently because tips have definitely slowed down since I started streaming on Kick. I'm not complaining because the Kick support has been great. But thank you for the first tip of the day from the anonymous tipper, 20 bucks. And so With that, we're up to 55 bucks in support already this morning, and we haven't even talked about anything yet. So thank you guys so very much for that. We're a third of the way to the goal and to the DSP tries it for McDonald's today. So thank you, thank you. All right. Okay, so thank you guys. By the way, thanks for watching. We have over 200 viewers and climbing on YouTube with 33 likes. Let's get that up to 50 likes this morning. Let's get our first super chat of the day. We don't have any yet. Let's get a super chatter in there. Thank you over on Kick, everyone who was there. That audience is also building up more as the show continues, and I'm sure it'll grow a little bit further. Hopefully, we'll get a good amount of viewers on Kick as well. So, okay. Now, let us talk about all this stuff going on. First things first. Guys, today, I'm only doing one stream. There is no late night stream tonight like I would usually do. And I know that might be disappointing to some because originally I had promised Friday Night Fights with the return of Street Fighter 6 this week, and it's not happening. And I apologize for that. As you know, I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. However, there's a very good reason for this. Tonight, I am doing a collab with Kino Casino. It is finally here. You guys have been asking ever since I appeared on Kino Casino twice in August, and then we also did our Chain Together gameplay. They went on break for the entire month of September. They came back 2 weeks ago, and you guys keep asking me, Phil, when are you going to be doing something with Kino Casino? And I keep telling you guys, we got stuff cooking, man. You just got to be a little patient. Well, today is the day. Today, I'll be over on Kino Casino. Now, I believe they begin streaming around 5:30 p.m. my time when I'm offline. Like, I'm not streaming then. So I think their stream will probably start around 5:30 p.m. and they'll do an hour or two of build-up. But I'm going to try to jump on the stream around 6:30 p.m. The only thing that would hinder me from doing that is if I have technical difficulties, which I hope I don't. As you guys know, and I've told you this now, moving forward with any interviews or anything like that, I'm going to be using my new gaming PC. I'm not going to be using the old streaming PC. So I got to get my webcam hooked up over there and working. I've got to get the microphone working. I got to get Discord up and running. But it should work. All right. By the way, Genesis Gaming Kick is asking, how do you sub on Kick? I only find the gift sub button. Someone else has said they had that issue too. Some people were saying the actual just subscribe button doesn't show up on certain versions of Kick. I guess people are saying use a web browser. Like if you're on the mobile device, let's say you're on your mobile device right now. If you don't see it, it's probably because you're on the app and the app has issues. So people are saying use the browser, like use your browser to load the site on your mobile device, and then you should see the button to subscribe to the channel. I know that sounds silly. Void says it's basically because your channel is new that subscribe button will show up some places and not others, but eventually it fixes itself. Weird. But anyway, thank you for even inquiring on that. Hopefully you can find it there, Genesis Gaming. Okay. So, tonight, I'm going to try to jump on Kino Casino around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. I hope, fingers crossed, we don't have technical issues and everything works according to plan. Yes, absolutely, I will be in costume. So will they. We're doing this fun event, and we've got a bunch of topics lined up. The thing is, we don't even know if we're going to have time to do them all. Because I'm basically going to try to get on there around 6:30 to 7, and I'm going to stay for a little over 3 hours. Like, I can't go past, like, 10:30. You know, that's my usual end of my night. I got to go spend time with my wife and set up. Tomorrow's my day off. I've got a bunch of stuff we got to plan for that. I would love to be here all night, but that's life, right? So I'm going to be on as much as possible. Just listen to the stuff that we have that we're planning on doing. One thing we want to do is my old, over 14-year-old top 10 racist remarks of 2010 countdown. Back in 2010, I felt like I was invincible. Seriously. And I would say and do whatever the hell I wanted on YouTube and on Blip or wherever I was. And this was actually a countdown that back then got tons of attention, tons of views, and everyone loved it. No one was offended. But that was a different time 14 years ago. If I were to put out this countdown today as new content, people would be furious with me, okay? Because culture has changed. But that's the fun part about going down memory lane and watching the things you've done from the past. We're going to watch it on Kick where it actually should be allowed. If I were to put it on YouTube, it probably wouldn't be allowed, but we're going to put it on Kick, and we're going to watch it together. It's going to be absolutely hilarious. For the record, some are really good and some are not so good, this countdown, but I think that some of them are hilarious, so it should be fun. Then in addition to that, we might do some Project 7, my old show from back in 2011, 2012. Watch along and kind of laugh at it, and I'll explain everything going on in it and what our mentality was making it and stuff like that. So that's a possibility. But definitely, we're going to be watching clips of these people from the sector. Likely it's going to be like Ralph and Review Tech and others. It's going to be a good show tonight. So tonight, that's at Kino Casino Gaming over on Kick. Okay? Find the channel. Get ready. Tonight is the night. The collab is happening. And then we're going to talk about future collabs after that. In fact, we might actually have one coming up sooner rather than later. But since it's not planned and in stone yet, I'm not going to promise anything. But we're already talking about what's next. Okay? Cool. So good stuff. And I hope that you guys will join us tonight over there. It should be absolutely hilarious. Okay? All right. That's why I'm not doing a late stream tonight. So obviously, since I'm not doing a late stream tonight, it sure would be great if I could get support today on this stream, hitting the goal, maybe even exceeding the goal, to make up for the fact that I'm not doing a late night stream, right? So if you like the content today, please support it in any way that you can. Again, whether it's liking the stream on YouTube, super chat, super sticker, membership, gifted membership, tip, sub, gifted sub, all appreciated. By the way, shout out, there was a gifted sub from Tech, was it Tech Buzz? I think he gifted the sub to the person who was Genesis Gaming, who was trying to get the sub and couldn't figure it out. So congrats on that. And thank you so much for that support. That gets us up to $60 in support this morning already. Very nice. Okay. Very good. So here we go, because this is obviously not real. This is just a stupid, a very dumb and stupid sock account. But I'll read it anyway. From Metaphor Fan Real, just to say some of your fans are torn about the top 10 racist moments. Some are saying it's based, but what about the last 10 years where you've matured? What are your thoughts? This countdown was made in 2010. It literally says at the beginning, warning, this is not serious. This is a bunch of jokes that aren't meant to be taken seriously. It was made 14 years ago. If you think that something that was 14 years ago is still representative of something today, you're a moron. I can't make you be smart. All right? So I'm sorry if you're dumb. I really am. I'm sorry. I wish that everyone could have like self-awareness and intelligence. A lot of people don't. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All right. All right, are we ready? So that's tonight. I'm not here tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. Now, next week will be a 6-day streaming week. I'll be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Remember what I told you guys. I'm going to attempt to make Saturday my day off moving forward. Hopefully. There will be some weeks where that will have to change due to appointments and the like, but I'm going to try to have Saturday be my consistent day off moving forward, so now you know what days I'm here. When I come back on Sunday, we're going to be doing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and likely what we're going to do is try the online play and see what it's about. See if it's any good, and judge if I want to continue to play the online, or maybe I want to go back to the campaign or whatever. We're going to try to figure that out, okay? Then, on Sunday night, it's going to be WWE Champions weekend event. This weekend in WWE Champions, it is Zombie Bailey is the new character. So a female zombie, the first of the month, that's a female character. And we're going to be playing tours, where I'm sure if we hit the support goal, we're going to be doing pulls and the like, okay? Monday will then be React Day, meaning that I'm going to do my DSP versus the Internet Clip Show on DSP Reacts, and we're going to do Retro React to my Silent Hill 1 playthrough from 2012 over on DSP Throwback. On, Tuesday, we got a brand new game release, Alan Wake 2, The Lake House DLC. I'll be playing that as the daytime stream, and then Tuesday night, it will be Street Fighter 6 on the late stream. Okay, finally returning, finally some fighting game coverage. Wednesday, probably either more Alan Wake 2 Lake House or Dragon Ball, depending on what you guys want. Wednesday night will be more WWE Champions, okay? Thursday, probably the final day of either Dragon Ball or Lake House. Hopefully I will have beaten the Lake House DLC by then. And then Thursday night is kind of up in the air. Like, I could do whatever I really want. We could do more fighting games. We could do another game that maybe I'm near the end of, or maybe more Dragon Ball, whatever we want to do. And then Friday, the 25th, is the big day. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Friday the 25th is double new release day. We've got Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which I cannot wait to play on my new gaming PC with my Xbox Elite 2 controller. I played the alpha or beta or whatever it was a couple months ago, and I loved it, and I was kicking major ass, which I find hilarious that I'm playing this game with a controller on PC, and I'm kicking everyone's ass. Everyone thought I was going to get my ass handed to me because I'm playing PC players. Fuck PC players. They suck ass just like everybody else. I was always at the top of the leaderboards when I played this thing, and I'm expecting that to continue. So that should be very fun. And then, also, that's the premiere of Sonic X Shadow Generations or Shadow X Sonic Generations, whatever the hell it's called. So that's going to be fun on Friday, a double new release day. Okay? Cool, cool, cool. I'm excited. I am. I'm pumped. This is going to be a great streaming week coming up. So good stuff incoming for the coming week. Now, one other thing. Okay? Today, when we hit the goal, I'm ordering the McDonald's for the DSP Tries It. I already know what we're going to do next week, and I think you guys are going to like this one. Because this is not just some fast food thing. There is a place across the street from me called Crave. I got confused because someone had been mentioning something called Crumble recently, and I thought that Crumble was the same as Crave, and it's not. So there's a cookie place across the street from me called Crave. They make giant gourmet cookies, okay? I mean, they put candy bars in them. They put cheesecake in them. They go nuts. It's like insanely wild, the cookies that they make. The thing is, every single week they make different ones. So they do have some staples, but then they have like seasonal ones that every week they swap them out. So what we're going to do is next week, if we continue with the streak, which I hope we do, because remember, we're trying to beat the record. The record was 41 straight streams, crushing the trolls, hitting the goals. If we can continue, all right, to hit these goals for a week, I'm going to do a big order. Probably, I think they do like a 4 or 6 pack, and these things are huge. I'm going to do an order from Crave over there. I'm going to get them, and we're going to do a live taste test of crazy Crave cookies here on the show. I think that would be super fun to do, something very different. I don't ever eat desserts, like ever. So to do something like that is so out of the norm of what I would do. And that way you get to see some of this wild food stuff that they have here in America, especially those who don't live here. You're probably like, you Americans are weirdos. You're right. We are. We're fucking just bizarre people. We'll stuff our faces with 40,000 calorie cookies and act like it's like a regular meal. We're just very, we eat pancakes for breakfast. Pancakes are like a dessert everywhere else. Here it's a normal breakfast item. We're fat asses. Okay. But I'm not. I'm 195 pounds. I'm feeling better than I have in many, many years. So I can like once a week eat something bad. So I'm down for Crave cookies next week. I think it would be really fun to do. We can even see the bummer is they don't update their menu until like the night before. So we wouldn't know what cookies they have, and it'd be too late for us to really like look ahead, I think, and maybe like the day before figure out what we want. Or maybe not. I guess we'll have to check. But yeah, I am excited. I'm absolutely excited for that. I think that's going to be something special. Like today, the McDonald's will be fun, but I think the Crave would actually be more fun because it's something I don't usually do. I don't have desserts, giant ass weird cookies and shit. I think that would be a really fun event, a really fun video to do. So, okay, so that will be next week, FYI. Let's hit the goal today, right? Let's do it. Let's crush this goal, and then let's move on to the next. What we're talking about. All right. Have I heard about silky gem candies? No, I have not. See, I'm not a candy aficionado or anything like that. Quite frankly, I'm not into it anymore. When I grew up, I kind of grew out of desserts. That's why doing this would be like something rare for me. I don't usually eat dessert. It's a very big rarity. Like, I don't even have any candy in my house right now. I have zero. I have no candies, no cookies, nothing in my house right now, anything like that. Zero. That's why. Because people are like, well, Phil, how do you lose the weight or whatever? You just don't have the stuff in your house that would tempt you. Like, I'm a chocoholic. Dude, if I had chocolate in my house, I'd be eating chocolate. So that's why I don't have chocolate. You see? So this will be a rare treat for me. They're popular like the cookies. They're made to look like gems. Oh, no, I've never heard of that. A candy that's shaped like a gem. That's interesting. Double M says, are you a hot chip aficionado like Takis or Doritos Turbo? No. No. I'm not saying I wouldn't like them. I don't think I've ever even had them. Yeah, I never had a Takis before. I've seen them in the store, but I've never had them. Okay. Okay, so I think we've covered all the housekeeping stuff. I like to start with our topics for today, okay? All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the first one. So what are we at? About 25 minutes in. Good. I need that timestamp. All right, folks. So here's the deal. As you all know, I've been attempting to schedule some interviews for this show that I think the audience would find interesting, that have been requested by my audience over time. And one of the interviews that was suggested and or I thought would be interesting was Boogie. Yes, that's right, Boogie. The most infamous guy on the internet of the last year. Well, maybe not, but pretty bad with all the antics and things that he's been up to, the lies and the messed up stuff, right? So I was interested in having Boogie on this show, right? And I've already told you the story from my perspective of what's been going on with this guy, me reaching out to him, trying to get in contact with him, basically only getting sporadic responses from him, trying to wrangle this guy. I've equated it to like a live eel that you're trying to grab and hold, and it just keeps wriggling all over the place. It's like, what the hell? All I want to do is talk to you, relax. But that's kind of how he's been. It's just hard to reach out to the guy and get constant contact with him. You know, I'll DM him on Twitter or X, and sometimes I'll get an immediate response. Sometimes it'll be many, many days before I get any kind of a response. Sometimes he'll seem very interested, and then all of a sudden, he's gone in the wind for a week. What happened, right? So FYI, this all came to a head this week, because after having talked to this guy for about a month or more in Twitter DMs, we finally got it that he said he would do the show and do an interview. So we were talking specifics, okay, in Twitter DMs, and the very first specific date, because I had to give him dates this week that I would be open and available for him to come on the show. I gave him 3 dates this week, and he said, okay, what about Tuesday? All right, so this would have been Tuesday the 15th of October. And I said, okay, send me your Discord, and then we can solidify this. I'll add you, and we'll get it all set. He doesn't send me his Discord or anything. Instead, he asks me, well, what time zone is that? Now, I've already given him the time zone, the time, everything. He's asking the same information a second time, okay? And it's like, now this is bad, because if I have to keep repeating myself, it means this guy's either not paying attention or it's not clicking in this guy's head, right? So I explained to him, it's Pacific time, 11:30 a.m., and please send me your Discord. Time passes several days. He doesn't confirm anything, nor does he send me his Discord. All right? So finally, I'm waiting. It's like the day before, and I'm like, dude, if I don't hear from you in the next 24 hours, it's off, okay? So it was actually Monday morning. If you remember, it was Monday morning, and I said to you guys on this very show, sorry, guys, I can't lock in the interview with Boogie. He hasn't responded. He hasn't given me the thumbs up 100%, nor has he sent me his Discord. So we're not doing the interview. Maybe we'll do it in the future, but I'm not going to say we're doing it and then we're not going to have it happen. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver to my audience. And that's where we left it. You can go back and watch all my podcasts from this week, and you'll see the timeline of all these events unfolding, right? It's probably like 6 p.m. Don't quote me on that because I don't know exactly the time, but it's basically like the night before Tuesday morning when he said he had wanted to come on, and he finally responds to me in the DM and says, oh, here's my Discord, and I'm just confirming now, yes, I could be on your show tomorrow. And it's like, it's already off. Like, I already announced on the podcast that morning, he hadn't confirmed, he hadn't locked it in, we're not doing it. We'll just reschedule, right? So basically, I'm streaming, I don't see his DM. At the end of my stream that night, I respond back, I'm like, dude, it's too late now. If you want, we can reschedule for the future. By the way, you still haven't, but I sent him that's right, I sent him the friend request, right? I sent him the friend request on Discord. He didn't accept it. So it's like, he's not giving me a set lock-in time and date. He won't confirm. He confirmed the night before that he could show up, which is too short of notice for me to have the show scheduled and promote it and have people know about it, right? And he hasn't accepted my Discord request. So even if I had said yes to him, he's still not on my Discord, so I can't even call him for the show the next day. So the whole thing is just a joke, right? That's where I left it. And then apparently he kind of went off, I guess on either on Lolcow Live or whatever. I don't know what it was, but I guess he was upset. He was upset because I guess he was locked to come on the show and he wanted to come on and he didn't. And then people asked me, well, why wasn't he on? And I was honest with you guys. I said, this is why, because he's not being professional about it. I've been trying to reach out and talk to this guy consistently. He doesn't. He's sporadic with his replies. He doesn't confirm anything. He asked me multiple times what time and time zone it is. I explained to him, let's get him added on Discord. He won't add the Discord. It's just a big nightmare, right? And I even explained to you guys earlier in the week, at this point, I feel like the only way I would get Boogie on my show is to get Keemstar involved, but I shouldn't have to do that. Like, Keemstar's not his dad. You know what I'm saying? So why on earth would I have to treat it as such? Why can't this just be professional where he can talk to me like a fucking human or a man and we could just get it done? But instead, it's got to be this three-ring fucking circus of, you know, beating around the bush and roundabout bullshit, and it pissed me off. And at that point, I said yesterday on the show, I'm just done with this. Like, this is too much work and nonsense for something that, quite frankly, the public response when I said I was going to have Boogie on the show was not even good. Let's be very transparent here. Many of you don't want me to have Boogie on this show. You're saying that Boogie is a horrible person and a liar. I'm not saying that. You are, right? You're saying Boogie's a horrible person. He's a liar. He doesn't deserve the venue. He doesn't deserve the platform. He doesn't deserve a fair interview. Just fuck him. Like, that's what people have been saying ever since I announced that I was trying to get him on the show. And I was like, damn, I honestly wasn't expecting that. I thought people would be interested to have someone like that on my show. But the public response has actually been the opposite. Okay? So, all this, I basically just said, listen, the interview's off. I'm just not interested in doing it anymore. You know, I'm really not. I have two people I'm interested in interviewing in the future. One is Wings of Redemption, and one is someone else who's behind the scenes who you guys don't know. And if those ever come together, great. Outside of that, I'm tired of chasing down these people who are basically either evading me or being unprofessional about it. And I don't have time for it. I want my time to be mine again. I don't want to be sitting around for 2 hours every night after work when I'm supposed to be sleeping or relaxing, fucking texting people and fucking, you know, writing the messages and DMs and shit. It's just an endless game of tag that doesn't seem to have a reward at the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm done with it. We got more than enough content to do. We've got all these topics to do on my show or whatever. Okay? So the reason I'm bringing this up today is very good reason. After having said all this yesterday on my podcast, Boogie decides to take to X and make a video message about me. All right? Now, I'm just going to forewarn all of you. Right ahead, I don't want to jump scare you, and I don't want you to have your stomach turned, but prepare for an extreme and a very disgusting close-up. All right? I've warned you. All right? Like, I am having a problem looking at my screen right now. All right? You ready? I'm warning you. If you don't want to be grossed out, I recommend you turn away from your cameras right now or your screens. Okay, you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, I forgot that this was on the screen. All right, ready? Okay, so please don't vomit. I'm about to, because he has food all over his fucking mouth. He films this, all right, with food all over his face. And he doesn't even know. It's just disgusting. It's really gross. And then on top of that, he has to copy Keemstar. And what I mean by that is the Keemstar Twitter video or X video is Keemstar has his camera and he walks around his house talking to it. It's a technique that people use. What it is when you keep moving when you're doing a video, it makes it seem like something's going on, like there's action involved, like you're very busy. It serves a purpose, okay? Keemstar has done this for years and years, so now Boogie has to basically copy Keemstar in the way that he does his messages and shit. So that's why he's doing it this way, just to forewarn everyone, all right? Now, I'm going to hit play, but I'm not going to watch the video because I am disgusted that he has food all over his face. It actually is gross to me. So I'm just going to listen, and then I'm going to respond, okay? Here we go.
Y'all, I try to do Darkside Phil the favor of going and appearing on a show for him and giving him free content. And it took like a week to settle down a date. I picked last Friday, and I gave him the caveat that, like, look, my business comes first, right? Locale Live comes first. So even though we can schedule a date, if Keemstar needs me to travel, if the show needs me to do something, I have to prioritize my business and my show. But otherwise, I'm glad to come on as soon as I can. We decided last Friday wasn't good enough. So over the weekend, I tried to get a new date, and I'm like, okay, look, I don't know what day surgery is for Jordy. I want to be available for his surgery in case something goes bad, if he needs help. But I think Tuesday will work. And I told him that Monday night. All right, Monday night, I'll be there tomorrow morning. he decides that's not good enough because he needs his audience to have some major prep time. He wants to put it on his schedule or something like that. I'm like, all right, well, let's reschedule a third time. And he's like, all right, this time add me on Discord. Here's the problem. I don't use Discord. I'm a 50-year-old man. I use it for my locale live server. That's it. I don't do friends. I don't message people. I'm a 50-year-old man. I don't.
FYI, I'm letting the whole thing play, but already there's like 10 things I could respond to and be like, this is so wrong and stupid. But let's keep going. If you're wondering why is Phil so quiet, because I want to go through the whole thing first, okay? All right.
Like Discord. I don't want to use Discord. We've not used Discord to coordinate any of this yet. We've done all of this on Twitter, so now suddenly we have to do it on Discord. So then I go into Discord and they try to figure out where his account is. I have like 400 friend requests on Discord. Why we have to use Discord for this, I don't know at this point. So then I found out today he's decided to cancel.
This is tremendous. The food is still on his face. He's talked for 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the food is still attached to his face. Oh, let's keep going.
Which is fine. You know, like one of the reasons I was doing it was to give him content. Another reason I was doing it was in the hopes that maybe one day he would come on our show, even though he said he never would, even though he said he'd need $50,000 payment to come on our show, which is obviously never going to happen. I would still want to do his show for free just because I like Phil. And this is what it's like to try to do Dark Side Phil a solid and give him the favor of free content. Great. Y'all.
All right. So you've seen the clip now, right? Now I can respond to it. But I felt like you have to watch it once in its entirety to understand what's going on there before I respond to it formally. Okay. By the way, I received a $20 super chat from Mono Cabello who says, need to remember Boogie is 50. He doesn't know how to work Discord. He also needs to be sure there isn't an ICL episode that day when the show is spontaneous and doesn't have a schedule. Shout out the after show. What is ICL? Did you mean Lolcow Live and you accidentally typed ICL instead? I think they meant Lolcow Live. Okay. So he's 50. He doesn't know how to work Discord. He has to be sure there's not a Lolcow Live episode that day. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's give a shout out. Thank you, Mono, for the super chat. Hold on. Watching this. Here we go. You're the first super chat of the day, by the way. Thank you so much. 20 bucks. Gets us up to 80 in support. We're more than halfway to the goal. Like I said, let's hit the goal on this show. All right. On this show, so we can do the order right away. Okay. Are you ready? So now let's directly respond to everything. All right. Here we go. Let's do it again.
Well, I try to do Dark Side Phil the favor of going and appearing on a show for him and giving him free content. And
I don't consider it free content when it's so difficult to get this guy on the show, just to be honest. Like, I've actually put more work into trying to get him on the show than any of the other guests that have been on. And I don't really see that there's going to be a ton of payout for it. So considering the public reaction that people don't like Boogie and said, don't have him on your show, don't give him a platform. So I don't believe it's free. I mean, I'm not paying him to appear, nor would I. But at the same time, it's definitely not free. There's a lot of time investment to try to wrangle this dude. Okay?
It took like a week to settle down a date. I picked last Friday. And I give him the caveat that, like, look, my business comes first, right? Lolcow Live comes first. So,
okay. Half of that statement is completely true, and half of that statement is 100% an outright blatant lie. Okay? He absolutely said, Lolcow Live comes first. That's my work. That has to take priority. And I respect that fully. 100%. If he's involved with his show or whatever, that always takes precedent. And even if we had locked in Tuesday morning, and then all of a sudden he said, there's a big happening, Keem says we got to do this, I would understand that. And you know what? It would be sad that I locked it in, he had to cancel, but I would understand that, okay? We never once said anything about a Friday. Not once. I gave him 3 dates. I said Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. He's claiming that he said Friday of last week. That discussion never happened. There was never even an open Friday of last week that he could have been on. That's complete bullshit. He made it up. I went and just to be sure, I went back and I checked our entire conversation from top to fucking bottom. That never happened. So he literally fabricated half of that to make it sound like he was already trying to do me this solid and help. No, he didn't. That never happened. The original dates that I gave, I told him, I can't even tell you when you're going to be on yet till I have my wife's work schedule because I need to know what days I have off or whatever. And then when I had her schedule, I said, okay, here's the dates available. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. He said Tuesday. So the whole Friday thing, he actually made up. Completely 100% made up. All right. I don't know why he made that up unless he thinks it makes him look better. But he totally made that up. All right, let's continue.
Even though we can schedule a date, if Keemstar needs me to travel, if the show needs me to do something,
Right.
I have to prioritize my business and my show. But otherwise, I'm glad to come on as soon as I can. We decided last Friday wasn't good enough. So
No, we didn't. There was no discussion about a last Friday. It never happened. He made that up. Don't know why he keeps repeating it now.
for the weekend, I tried to get a new date, and I'm like, okay, look, I don't know what day surgery is for Jordy. I want to be available for surgery in case.
Now, this is hilarious. He doesn't know the date of Jordy's surgery. I knew the date of Jordy's surgery because it was public. It was announced publicly. It was going to be, wasn't it Wednesday the 16th? Everyone knew the date of Jordy's surgery, except his coworker. You're literally the only person on the internet who doesn't know what day Jordy is getting gallbladder surgery. How the fuck did you not know? What are you busy doing exactly that you don't know what's going on with your coworkers, right? I mean, I'm curious. He's such a busy guy. He's got so much going on in his life. He doesn't know when the surgery's happening. That's public knowledge to everyone on the internet. Okay, whatever you say, bro. Let's continue.
Something goes bad, if he needs help. But I think Tuesday will work. And I told him that Monday night. All right, Monday night, I'll be there tomorrow morning.
Notice how he skipped the entire situation where we talked about Tuesday and I said, okay, let's lock it in. Send me your Discord. I'll add you on Discord. Then we can have everything set. And he never sends me his Discord. I ask him multiple times and he still doesn't send it to me. Then he sends it to me and I send him the friend invite on Discord and he doesn't accept the friend invite. He didn't even accept the friend invite till yesterday, Thursday. So how would I have done a podcast with him on Tuesday if I didn't have him on Discord until Thursday? Okay.
He decides that's not good enough because he needs his audience to have some major prep time. He wants
No. It's not that it's not good enough because my audience needs major prep time. I need people to know you're going to be on or what's the point, right? I was waiting for your response. You didn't respond properly. You didn't add the Discord. Because of that, Monday morning, I announced you're not going to be on the show Tuesday because it's not confirmed. You messaged me in the middle of Tuesday night to say, oh, I'm coming on. No, you're not. It's already off. It's already done. We can reschedule, but you don't make my schedule. I already had it set. You wouldn't confirm. That was the end of it, right? It's like this guy thinks that, oh, just because I messaged you at like 6 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday night while you were setting up for your stream and working, you should have known that I messaged you and immediately said, I'm going to be on your show Tuesday morning. No. No. I had already announced Monday morning you're not going to be on the show. That's not how it works. Okay.
wants to put it on his schedule or something like that. I'm like, all right, well, let's reschedule a third time. And he's like, all right, this time add me on Discord.
That's complete nonsense. I had already had the request with Discord before this Tuesday nonsense, and he never accepted. I sent him the invite. He never accepted it. That's why we didn't have the show. If he had accepted on Discord, I probably would have tried to do the interview, but he hadn't accepted. So how can I do an interview with the man if he's not on my Discord? So there you go. Okay.
Here's the problem. I don't use Discord. I'm a 50-year-old man.
You use Discord every single time you do LolCal Live. Every single time that you do your actual work, you use Discord. What are you talking about? Like, seriously, what are you talking about? You've been doing LolCal Live the entire year, right? Unless he does it, maybe he uses something different. Does he use Zoom? Does he use one of these other? I don't know what he uses. I had Keemstar on Discord incredibly easily. I know Keemstar has been doing Discord calls for ages. So what is, I don't get it. I'm really lost here. Okay.
I use it for my locale live server.
He just said he uses it for his locale. He admits it. Oh, I use it. I don't know how to use it, but I use it. What is it with these people who come at me, but they literally contradict themselves immediately in their own statements? Yesterday, we had Review Tech say, I never said I want $1,000 to be on Lolcow Live. And in the next sentence, he says, so I wanted $100,000 to be a co-host. I was offered to be a co-host, and I said $100,000 in the same fucking breath. So he's, oh, I don't use Discord. I don't know how to use it. Oh, but I have my whole Lolcow Live thing on there. Okay.
That's it. I don't do friends. I don't message people. I'm a 50-year-old man. I don't like Discord. I don't want to use Discord. We've not used Discord to coordinate any of this yet.
Because we're talking in DMs on Twitter, so I can get your Discord so we can set up the video call for the interview. I can't do it over Twitter. It has to be via a video chat client like everyone uses on the internet. It's either going to be Discord or Zoom. I don't really like Zoom because you have to pay to really get any good quality out of Zoom. I've looked into it. I don't want to pay for the premium there. There's a couple other ones as well that I've used on other people's shows and stuff, but I think that Discord's just the easiest one to set up because everyone uses it, right? So anyway, complete silliness, but let's continue.
We've done all of this on Twitter, so now suddenly we have to do it on Discord.
How would we have our interview on Twitter? How could we possibly have a podcast interview on Twitter? I don't want to see you on your phone walking around your house in an interview. I want to see you sitting down in your filming setup, and we can sit here like 2 men and have a conversation. That's an interview. Not what you're doing right now is not an interview that I would want to do. You walking around your house on, so what are you talking about? We need to have this set up to do the interview. How is this rocket science?
So then I go into Discord and they try to figure out where his account is. I have like 400 friend requests on Discord. Why do we have to use Discord for this? I don't know at this point.
Now, that's just hilarious to me, all right? He says, I have 400 friend requests on Discord. So let me get this straight. So you use Discord for work. You've already admitted that. But you have your friend requests open? You left your friend requests open, so your inbox got spammed with a bunch of friend requests. So here's what you do. You create another Discord account. You close the other one because you're never going to be able to use it if you have 400 messages in your inbox, okay? You set that one up and say, friend request closed. DMs closed, except you're a friend. It's very easy to do. And then you use that new account. You're using it for work, but you're just ignoring, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's making every excuse under the sun about this. And like, dude, none of your excuses have any weight or merit. What you're saying is ludicrous. Everyone uses Discord, including me now. You use it for work. You admitted it in this video. What on earth are you talking about? Everyone uses Discord.
So then I found out today he's decided to cancel.
You found out today I decided to cancel. After Monday on my show saying we're delaying it. Tuesday on my show saying it ain't happening because he didn't accept my Discord friend request. Wednesday on my show saying it ain't happening because he didn't accept my Discord friend request. And then finally yesterday I was at my wit's end and I said, I'm just canceling the whole thing. I don't care. It took him that long to figure it out. Rare Tricks has gifted a sub on Kick. Thank you so much, Rare Kicks. I appreciate that. Let's add that to our goal for today. We climb closer to hitting the 25th straight stream of hitting the support goals. Thank you so very much. Okay. Boyd says he uses it for interviews. The entire show of Lolcow Live is through Discord. His members pay thousands monthly just to talk to them on Discord. But he doesn't know how to use Discord. Didn't you know that?
Which is fine. You know, like, one of the reasons I was doing it was to give him content. Another...
I don't think he gave a shit about giving me content, if you want to know the truth. I don't think so at all. I think this second part is what it really is.
The reason I was doing it was in the hopes that maybe one day he would come on our show, even though he said he never would, even though he said he'd need $50,000 payment to come on our show, which is obviously never going to happen.
And there you go. And we already hashed that out. I talked to Keemstar about it. I admitted it was a joke. It was me giving him the business because he had given me the business for so long. No, I'm not asking anyone to ever pay me to go on a podcast. It's a joke. Everyone knows that. I've already publicly admitted it, right? So what he's saying here is ludicrously stupid. But no, I fully believe the only reason that Boogie would have wanted to come on this show is because he wants me on Lol Cow Live because they will get a payoff from it. You know what I'm saying? If he comes on my show, I'll have one day where I'll get a little bit more views, maybe a tiny bit more support. A lot of people are actually saying they don't want him on the show. So actually, it might even backfire for me, right? Like legit, it might backfire. People will be like, wow, you gave this guy a platform and now we don't like you because you gave this guy a platform. So in that regard, maybe it's not a good idea regardless. Maybe this is a bad idea, right? So I don't know, but no, the real benefit here would be if I had him on the show and then eventually I go to Lol Cow Live, that's where the benefit is, and it's solely for them. I will not benefit from being on Lol Cow Live. Their audience is never going to say, wow, that DSP guy's a cool dude. Now that I've seen him on the show, I'm going to go watch his content. It's not going to happen. Why? Because my content is not what they do on Lol Cow Live. I don't do stunts. I don't do these kind of crazy over-the-top stuff. I don't self-deprecate. I'm different, and that's fine. I'm not crapping on the show right now. I'm just saying it's completely different genres of content, correct? So I don't think that I have a benefit to be on their show. I wouldn't gain anything from it. Do you understand? So that's why I don't see the point. And for him to think that just because he's going to appear on my show, he's doing me a solid, I'm going to get this giant benefit from having Boogie. What universe does Boogie live in that he thinks that his presence on someone's show is like a giant benefit to them? And here's the truth too. I'm not like the other people who have destroyed this man in the last year. I don't really have interest in having him on the show and just sit here and yell at him about why did you lie about this and that. And so many people have already done the finger waggling and yelling and degrading this guy. I don't even have interest in that. So if I had him on the show, it wouldn't be that. And probably people would be like, oh, Phil's not being a dick to him. Well, then this shucks, right? So there you go. Like, what was the point? I was trying to just get a variety of guests on the show. At first, I did think it was going to be a good idea. But to be honest, with the amount of trouble I had to go through with this fucking guy, just to try to get him on the show for no good reason, I just don't understand why it was so difficult. That this guy is like I said, he's like an eel. You're trying to hold a live eel, and it just keeps wriggling around. You just want to grab it and say, stop moving so we can talk. And it won't fucking listen. That's how he is. You know? Again, it's the same thing what Keemstar said. He says working with these guys on his show is like the craziest nightmare scenario of trying to wrangle them up. It's true. Now I get that. I get what Keem was saying now because I've been there firsthand and I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay.
I still want to do his show for free just because I like Phil. This is what it's like to try to do Darkside Phil a solid and give him the favor of free content.
He thinks, again, he actually thinks that him appearing on my show is a solid and some kind of ginormous free content. It's not. He's got a really bad misconception in his head about himself. People want to see him on his show be humiliated and degraded. They don't want to see him come on my show and get like a normal interview. You know what I mean? So anyway, I do want to follow up because down here, Keemstar this morning actually responded to the conversation. And he said, even if he was doing your show in the hopes you do Lol Cow Live, who cares? Most creators do each other's shows. Anyway, y'all should settle this in a private call. I can mediate it via Discord. Let me know. No need for you both to be fighting when you both have a common enemy, dickers. Now, the truth is, I never would have cared. This wouldn't have been like a public thing. I'm just telling you guys because you asked me what happened with Boogie, and I would tell you exactly what was going on each day, right? He's the one who decided to do a big public video thing on his Twitter to try to get attention for it or whatever. Not me. You know, I don't care. For me, it's just another day. Who gives a shit about this stuff, this drama shit? But, so here's the deal. This is exactly what I was saying all along. I said, it seems to me like if I actually want to do something with Boogie, I have to talk to Keem. But I don't want to do that because that's like, it's like you're tattling on the child, right? Like the child can't be controlled. The child, Boogie is a 50-year-old man. I should be able to talk directly with Boogie and have this interview or not. I shouldn't have to talk to his internet dad to get him to come on the show. And that's what it seems like he wants. Like, talk with us in a private convo and then we'll work it out. What's the point? Right? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to do that. I've actually said this the last 2 days on the show. I said, I don't want to have to like tattle on him to his dad to make him act like an adult. But in reality, I guess it just is. Boogie has literally never been an adult in his whole life, right? That's what it seems like to me. Like he's just a grown child and you just can't work with the guy That's why it's such a nightmare for him to do the show and everything. You know what I mean? So the truth is, in this regard, I've already told you guys, I don't really care anymore. I really don't. Like, here's the truth, all right? And I actually said this because I forgot to tell you guys I responded. Here's my response. We never agreed to Friday. That's a lie, which is correct. I never talked to him on Friday about a Friday date. That never happened. You weren't doing me a solid. You admit in this very video that you were only doing it to get me on Lolcow Live. The price is now $50K and 1 cent for my appearance. I've raised the price to appear on Lolcow Live by 1 penny. I very much look forward to having Jordy on my show when he's recovered. And I just want to officially say to everyone here, yes, I want Jordy on the show. People have told me Wings of Redemption would be a fascinating appearance. The interview would be great. We could talk about our histories as content creators, the trolling that we've gone through, games, life, everything. Like, that would seriously be a great interview. 100%, I am down for that. All right? When Wings has recovered, I would love to do the interview, and we've already had that conversation in Twitter, XDMs or whatever, and he's agreed to do it. He just needs to recover first before he does it. So whenever he's ready, I'm ready, and that would be cool. That would be a great appearance and a great show, okay? But outside of that, I have no interest in Boogie coming on the show anymore. It's too much trouble. It's too much bullshit. I've had enough of the bullshit. I would much like to have a normal life now and not have to chase down this guy who's a grown child in DMs to try to wrangle him. I gotta get a lasso and fucking tie the guy like he's a fucking wild bucking bronco or something. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption or something. I'm trying to tame a horse. No, I'm not. This is a horse that's not worth taming. There's no big pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. If I happen to get Boogie on the show, it's just not worth the hassle. In fact, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I actually think this segment right now is the most I'm going to get out of it, or would have gotten out of it anyway. I don't think that this is any more or less. Like, look, I got one $20 super chat over there from this Momo Cabello guy. And I think there was like perhaps one person gifted a sub during this segment. That's probably the most I would even benefit from having Boogie on my show. So there you go. All right. Done with that. Moving on. Looking forward to having Wings when he's ready. That's that. And Keem, I appreciate you trying to interject. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to help. I don't think there's any helping in this situation. Quite frankly, I don't think there's a point. So there you go. Okay, cool. All right. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, let us see how we're doing. Wow, 400 viewers on YouTube and 65 likes, guys. Let's get that up to 100 likes this morning, shall we? Let's get to 100 likes on the stream on YouTube. Thank you for having so many viewers there. On Kick, how are we doing? We got about 56 viewers. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've definitely noticed that the Kick viewership has dipped a lot. You know, I was streaming on Kick starting on Saturday of last week, and we were getting over 100 every stream. And now I've been streaming on Kick, and now it seems like the viewership has dwindled. And listen, I appreciate the Kick viewership, and you guys are supportive. I don't know what happened. I haven't changed my content. Nothing's changing, but the Twitch viewership is definitely way down. And FYI, that basically means that I'm never going to qualify for like the high tier Kick stuff. I'm just not. I can't qualify for the higher tier stuff on Kick because you need to maintain a certain level of consistent viewership, and I don't have it right now. So I couldn't even get into the higher level tiers of Kick because I don't have enough viewers. And there's nothing I can do about that unless I completely give up on YouTube streaming, which I'm not going to do. I've already announced I'm going to co-stream. I'm definitely not going to split on my audience that's been supportive of me for 16 years. I would love to keep co-streaming. I'm okay with that. But it just looks like I'm just never going to, I'm never going to hit the levels to be able to qualify for the higher level stuff on Kick. Unless I somehow get a boost in views, but I don't know how that would happen. Rare Trick says you have a wrestling show with Triple P. That could be big. Yeah, but that's not going to, that's going to be him. You know, that's not me running that. That's me as a co-host. That's not my content that I will own. That was his idea. That was literally Triple P's idea. So that's not for me to steal and say, oh, we're broadcasting that on my channel. That would be fucked up. I wouldn't do that to him. That's, you know, for him. And what I mean, like, listen, I love the fact that I have new viewership ever since I started, you know, crossing over with Kino Casino. You guys are awesome. You're very positive. You're very supportive. You're a great crowd. I really appreciate you. But I think really the only way that you can be like very popular on Kick is to go all in. You know what I'm saying? Like if I dropped everything on the YouTube side and said, well, I'm taking my entire presence over to Kick, and then all my viewers moved over to Kick. Because right now, let's talk about this quickly. Like I said, I have around 400 viewers right now on YouTube, just under. It's like 390. And then on Kick, I got like 50, right? So overall, I got over 400 viewers right now. And actually, that's more than what I was getting on the podcast before I was streaming on Kick. But for Kick, they want you to have, at a minimum, 100 viewers a stream in order to qualify for their monetization packages. Like they say you need 100 viewers. So I'm not going to get it. You know, I don't know unless I start doing completely different styles of content. Like the WWE Champion streams actually do quite well. They do. But everything else, these gameplay streams, the podcast, I get like 50 to 70 viewers tops. So unless I change the style of content that I'm putting out on Kick, I don't think that I'm ever qualify for that stuff. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But FYI, if you're wondering, yeah, like right now, there wouldn't even be the possibility that I could even move over to Kick like fully, even if I wanted to. I haven't qualified to, you know? I am hoping to at least get the mid-tier where I get like a verified channel, so they get the check mark and it shows that I'm official so no one can impersonate me. I'm working on that. I have about, I think, a little under a week left of streaming, and I'll probably qualify for that. But unless I see a big boost in viewership on Kick, which I don't know how I would get it, I just don't know. And the thing is, Dark24 Maga says, I bet you would get more Kick viewers if you only do Kick once or twice a week. I need to keep streaming on Kick. I think it's 15 days. It's either 12 or 15 days to qualify for the next tier. That's why I've been doing full code streams for the whole week. I actually have to stream that many days because Kick has all these criteria. It's like number of days you streamed, number of hours you streamed, average viewers per stream, the amount of subs you have. You have to have all of these qualifications to then hit the next tier. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I had to keep streaming every single day. If you remember, my original idea was that I was just going to do WWE Champions and maybe once a week do like a late night drama stream. So instead of doing these segments on the Level 1 podcast, maybe I would have had a big segment on RTU for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. And then I would have had the Boogie segment. It would have just been like a 2-hour late night, do that kind of shit on Kick stream, you see? And I still may do that. I may actually do that. Maybe that does make more sense, right? Maybe that does make sense to do it like that. But for now, yeah, I have to keep doing the daily streams until we hit that number. And then maybe what I got to do is then start trying to build more of an audience. So thank you, Dark24 Maga. That was a fair assessment. But I think that right now I have to keep going the way I'm going and go from there. So, hey, if you're someone on Kick or has watched on Kick, thank you for watching on Kick. I appreciate you. But I have to find a way to get more of a viewership on Kick if I'm ever going to be hitting any of the upper echelon stuff. And right now, I'm not doing it. You know, I'm just not. Like I said, I think they want you to have at least 100 viewers per stream to even qualify, which I don't even have close to that. The only nights I get that is WWE Champions night. Okay. So, folks, on to our next topic. Okay. Yesterday, you guys asked me to react to a game trailer. And I'm interested in this game trailer. So let's take a look at it. The game is called Kronos, The New Dawn. Apparently, this is the next game coming out from Bloober Team. Now, yesterday, I finished Silent Hill 2 Remake. And so this is going to be their next major project. And I believe this is coming out in 2025. I haven't seen this yet, so I'll just watch it live and we'll react to it. Okay? Okay, cool. Here we go. Loud. I'm going to lower the volume. Let me know if it's too loud for you guys. Kicking. Tick-tock, what's with the claw? What is with these subtitles? Okay, hold on. I'm turning them off. They're obnoxious. Otherworldly sounds, door creaking. All right, turn that crap off. a guy in a suit is playing chess. Somebody else, an old woman. An old woman and Big Daddy are playing chess. Okay. My camera is way too big. Just realized. Drink this. Here we go. Granny's going to win and take all of your goodie bags, Sonny. Whoa, boy. Mutants. Mutants. Or zombies, but it looked like a mutant to me because crawl on the ceiling. Hands covered in blood. It's her. It's Zombie Granny. Holy crap, look at that. I was right. This is out of mute. Damn. Ugh. I mean, that was fascinating. So what does it mean? What's it going to be? What was real there? Was the chess game real? Probably not. It looks like the world has been overrun with mutations. Everyone's mutating into these monsters, and so there's humanity in these suits trying to kill the monsters or whatever. What is the lore of the world? It's interesting. Like, I actually want to know the story of this, like, right now. It's actually pretty intriguing. Look at this. What the hell? Why is everything floating? Yeah, this is bizarre. This is what it's gonna play like. Third person. There you go. So I would say it reminds me of Dead Space, but not the original Dead Space, but maybe like Dead Space 3. Remember in Dead Space 3, there's a lot of bigger creatures and stuff and jump scares and stuff coming out of the environment. It's very, very heavy gunplay. That's what it looks like to me. So here's the deal. Because I said this about Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I'll say it again about Bloober Team. I feel that Bloober Team, okay, Bloober Team is very good with gameplay, graphics, sound, set design, atmosphere. What Bloober Team needs, though, to really succeed, they need a good plot. Just take a look at Silent Hill 2 Remake, which is absolutely outstanding. Knocked it out of the park. But then compare that to the game Medium. The Medium, right? That game had great gameplay elements, great atmosphere, great graphics, and the plot was terrible. So everyone at the end of the day says, wow, the Medium sucked. But the game actually was sound. It was just the plot. So if this is a good, interesting, intriguing world and plot and lore, absolutely I think this will do well. But it needs to have that. It can't be like a subpar plot, you know? So it's coming to Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Sounds good to me. I'm down for that. I'll probably play it on PC. This is their follow-up to, making Silent Hill 2. Looks good to me. Thumbs up from DSP. I'm intrigued by the plot. I want more. There you go. Okay. Cool. Now, originally what we were going to do is we were going to go through all the nominations for the Halloween games, and we were going to make the list. However, we don't have enough time because I went through the Boogie thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that Saturday. All right? Today's the 18th. So on Saturday the 20th, my return podcast, I will go through all of the Halloween nomination games. We will make the formal list. We'll see what's the most nominated, and we'll probably make the poll. And then you guys will have about a week and a half to vote for Halloween, okay? Rather than try to rush it now in the next 20 minutes and not have enough time, because I want to talk about all these games. Like, take a look at some of these, like Night Slashers. I don't know what that is, right? I want to talk about these games. Parasocial. I want to see what you guys think about them and if they would fit the format of the Halloween marathon, okay? So that's why I don't want to rush it right now. I'd rather take the time to do it properly. And I hope that makes sense. Okay? All right. So, Game Dude says that game looks like a cross between Dead Space and BioShock. And John says, yeah, it reminds me of a Dead Space game with the suit and the monsters. Yeah, I agree. It looks like it's Dead Space of a Dead Space variant, which is good because there's no more Dead Space. After Dead Space 1 Remake, they already said, forget it, we're not making any more again, which is just hilarious. They killed Dead Space, right? Then the people who originally made Dead Space went out and said, we're going to make our own version of Dead Space, right? We're going to make our own game. What was it called? The Callisto Protocol. So when they start developing their own, all of a sudden, the company that owns Dead Space, EA, says, oh, we're going to remake Dead Space. But you weren't going to do it before. So you're literally doing it only to capitalize on the fact that the people who made the game and don't work for you anymore are going to make their new version. So they fucked over those people. And then after making Dead Space 1 Remake, they said, oh, it didn't sell tons, so guess what? We're not making any more. Fuck that. And then they canceled the whole series again, so now there's no more Dead Space again. Wow, you can't make this up. They really are evil assholes over there, man. Those people in charge are just fucked up. Okay. Well, I play games on Kick or just YouTube. No Sleeper, I'm co-streaming everything right now. Like, I'm literally co-streaming everything to have the number of days put in to qualify. But then once I do that, then I have to focus on overall viewership. Because like I said, right now, with viewership between 50 to 70 viewers on every Kick stream, I don't even qualify for verified status. I don't. I need to have more viewers than that, and I don't. So, you know, we got to see what happens. I got to try to boost those numbers somehow. Maybe it's just doing WWE Champions and, like I said, a drama stream, or maybe I only pick and choose certain streams I co-stream. I don't know. We're going to have to talk about it, but once I got to hit, I think it's 12 or 14 streaming days total. So once I do that, then I can say, okay, let's reassess and figure out how to do this. Okay? Okay. This is hilarious. Someone says, why are you always 30 minutes late for your stream? I'm not. My stream was scheduled for 11:15 a.m. this morning, and my stream started at 11:15 a.m. this morning. You're an idiot. Okay. So, guys, let's take a look and see how we're doing. Currently, we're at 347 viewers with 80 likes on YouTube. Let's get that up to 100 likes. We're only 20 away, guys. All right? Let's get some support there. We got 1 membership. We got 1 super chat and 1 tip. Let's get some more. Let's get these people out of their positions here as the top contributors, right? Let's get some new people up there on the leaderboards. On the Kick side of stuff, we already had, I think, I want to say 7 or 8 members. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Bloodwolf, for the 5 gifted subs over there. That's very much appreciated. It would be great if we get some more support on that side too. All right. So let's get it rolling. What I want to do by the end of this podcast, I want to have this hit because I want to order the food. Like I said, I think I'm going to order the chicken Big Mac, the fish filet o fish sandwich, maybe a burger or 2. I just want to get a few things off the menu. I'm not going to get like a meal because I don't want their soda and I don't want their fucking fries. I don't like McDonald's fries. I just don't. The only thing I like about McDonald's fries is ketchup. Seriously. Dipping them in ketchup. Eating a plain McDonald's fry is like so bland and gross to me. So, yeah. So, I want to order for you guys and get some stuff coming. But we got to hit the goal. And then we can be on to the next. Like I said, next week, we're going to be doing the Crave Cookies goal, where I'll probably order either the 4 or 6 pack of Crave Cookies and do a live DSP tries it on that, because I've never had that before. I don't even know what it's like. Okay? Good morning, No Super Good Vibes. I should rank Reset in Street Fighter 6 as the villain. How do you do that? How the hell would I rank Reset? You can't do that, right? I mean, I think they do it periodically. Johnson, I know this is in December. What about Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver Collection? Oh, I didn't even know that was out in December. That might be something I'm interested in. I've never played those games. I know of them, but I've never played them before. So. Okay. Good morning, Stant Woo, or Stant Woo, or is it Stan 2? It's probably Stan 2, but there was no capitalization, so I read it wrong. He's over on Kick. He says Soul Reaver is amazing. Is it? I've never. Again, I know of the series. I know it was huge, like in the 2000s, but I don't know anything about the series. I never played it. So. Oh my God, Ricardo Estevez says, if we hit the cookie goal, will I wear the Cookie Monster outfit? I forgot I had the Cookie Monster outfit. That would be the 25th. Maybe, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll wear the Cookie Monster outfit and I'll eat crave cookies. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be a good idea. All right. I'm only reading Kick Chat? No, I'm not. I'm going back and forth between the two. No Sleep Real Vibe says Elena will be coming out in December for Street Fighter 6. Okay. Good. It means that there's no reason to rush back anytime soon, although I am going to be playing it next week for sure, at least once, maybe twice. Would I play Stalker 2 at the end of November? I don't know. I didn't like Stalker 1. I guess we'll see what's going on at the end of November, if people want it or not. I thought it got delayed, though. Didn't it get delayed further than late November? Isn't it, like, indefinite now? Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it got indefinitely delayed. What's up, Matt? How are you? Welcome. You know, I don't know if I want to play the new Dragon Age or not. That's a good question. Right now, people who have had access to the game are saying it's pretty bad. That number one, it really doesn't feel like a Dragon Age game anymore. It really feels like a really watered down mainstream experience. Of course, they're bringing politics into it, and they're saying, oh, the characters are using their pronouns and shit like that. All I want to know is, seriously, all I want to know is, it's fun to play if it has a good plot or not. I don't care about the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's going to be like a situation where the game's 60 hours long and it's not good, that sucks, you know? I don't know. It also sucks that it comes out on Halloween. I mean, there's no chance at all I'm playing it on Halloween, right? Halloween is my Halloween marathon. We're going to be playing a bunch of horror games, and I'll be dressed up in costume. There'll be food, some booze. I'm not playing Dragon Age that day. I think it's the dumbest day they could have picked for a release day. Really stupid. So, I guess we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Review Tech USA has deleted his YouTube channel. Good for him. Good. Good for him. It's sad because it's probably my fault. Remember, I'm the one who came on here and I said, Rich, if you delete all your content from the internet, no one would care. You remember I said that just like not even a week ago, right? And now he's actually deleted his YouTube channel, so maybe it's my fault. Oh well. That's life. That's just the way it is. One day you have 1 million subs. One day you get felted by someone you bullied for 10 years and you cry into your fucking pillow at night. And then you delete your YouTube channel. That's life. All right. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? We have a little bit of extra time. Sadly, not enough time to do the Halloween list, but we do have a little bit of extra time. Yeah, I know. He probably just set it to private or set it to unpublic listing. That's exactly what he did with his Twitter for like a day to get attention for himself, and then he brought it right back. His Twitter is back already. So that's probably what he's doing there too. I wouldn't be shocked. Nosy Real Vibe says, me and my coworker both think the Chicken Big Mac is really good. Yeah? Well, here's the thing. If the Chicken Big Mac is good, let's get it done. Guys, let's do it right now. All right? Now I'm actually going to get serious. Let's hit this goal right friggin' now. Let's get some super chats. Let's get a tip. Let's get some subs and gifted subs over on Kick. Let's just hit the goal now. Then I can order. We'll be set. We'll be good to go. Let's crush it. Let's do the Chicken Big Mac today. Let's not leave it in suspense and being, oh, we're going to hit the goal. We're going to hit it. No, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it. It's just a matter of time, right? Let's hit it. How many of the cookies am I going to get? I'll probably eat like 3,000 calories, taking a bite or two from each, says Anso Kamara. I guess he's talking about the Crave cookies for next week. I don't know. I know they probably come in a box, right? You don't just get one. You could probably get like a box of like 4 or 6 or whatever. I'll have to see what they offer and maybe get a bunch of different ones. And I'll probably just try a little bit of each one. Yeah, apparently, so the Chicken Big Mac has been around for a long time, just not in the United States, right? Like, apparently it's in the UK, it's other places in the world. They just never had it in the United States for some odd reason, and now they're doing it. I'm not even going to say, how do I remind you of an invisible walrus? What the hell does that mean? An invisible walrus. I don't even know where to begin on that one. What are you talking about? Are you high? Dabhan says, yes, it's been in the UK for at least a year, and it's pretty good. Dude, I'm getting so many conflicting opinions on this. A lot of people say it sucks, and some people are saying it's good. Yeah, you know, that Yakuza Like a Dragon TV series is coming out on Amazon soon, and I keep forgetting about it. Maybe I will check it out when it finally comes out, just for curiosity's sake. Kat and Jasper are great. Jasper's right here on the floor relaxing with me. Kat's finishing her her work week, so she's working right now, but she'll be home this afternoon. Did I see the viral video of a guy trying out different kinds of Fanta from the US and Europe? I can't believe the shit you guys have in your Fanta in the US, so many additives. No, I have not seen that. Okay, so for the hold on. For the chicken Big Mac, what chicken is used in the chicken Big Mac? Is it, because I was under the impression that it was the McChicken patties from the McChicken sandwich, so it's 2 McChicken patties with the bread, the pickles, the cheese, and the special sauce and the lettuce, right? And if that's the case, I like the McChicken sandwich. I think that the McChicken patty is good because it has seasoning in the bread. It has just a little bit of spice, but it has some flavor to it. It's not bland. Like, I like the McChicken sandwich because the chicken has flavor to it. It's a chicken nugget McNugget. How could it be a chicken McNugget? It's a giant patty for a sandwich. How could it be a chicken? Are you telling me the chicken Big Mac is 2 chicken McNuggets? I don't believe that. That sounds like baloney to me. It's the same meat used for the nuggets made into a patty. So it's not a McChicken. The McChicken is different. The McChicken is a little bit crispy, and it has a flavoring to the breading. You're telling me they purposefully made a bland chicken patty for this sandwich? Why the fuck did they do that? Why would they do that? Why would they make a more bland patty? But no sleepers know it's the same. See, people can't even agree. This is why I want to try this. People can't even fucking agree on what it is. So that's why I got to do the DSP tries. I can't believe anyone anymore. Everyone's always full of crap. So I have to do it for myself. It's pulsating? What? Oh, it's pulsating patties. Pulsating chicken patties. Oh, that's good. I love it when my sandwiches have a pulse. That's my favorite. Especially if they have better blood pressure than me. Oh my God. Well, I guess we're going to find out. I mean, I hope we find out. Guys, I don't know what's going on. I hope we find out, but what's happening here? Why is this not moved so we can just do it? Let's hit the goal. What are we waiting on? Right? Time is of the essence. It's feasting time. Come on. Ethan Ralph's wonky eye just gifted 4 subs over on Kit. Thank you so much to Ethan Ralph's wonky eye. It's amazing that you could look at the screen straight enough to actually do that. Thank you so thank you so very much. With that, that's another basically $20 of value. So now we're up to 105 out of the 150 gold. Thank you for that. We got some movement. Very nice. Yeah, did you so you guys liking the chicken Big Mac emote I added over there? I got to give credit that Void came up with that and basically sent it to me, and then I added it last night. There's some things about Kick that I like, and there's some things I really don't like. Like, for some reason on Kick, if you try to do anything on the phone, it just nothing wants to work at all. Like, I had the chicken Big Mac emote on my phone. I keep trying to add it on the phone, and it just errors out 17 times. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I just do exactly the same thing on the desktop, and it works first time. I'm like, it's not the same picture. Why did error on the phone so much? So Kick is good, but much like most stuff, nothing works on a phone. Seriously, we're in 2024. Nothing properly works on a phone at all. I received a $5 tip from an anonymous tipper. ViewTech has deleted his YouTube channel. Yes, I know. We talked about it. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. And what I mean by that is that he actually legit deleted it and didn't actually just hide it, because you can hide your YouTube channel as well. And then you can bring it back later and people won't be able to find it in the meantime. So I have a hard time believing he deleted his entire channel. But if he did, I wouldn't be shocked either, because of everything going on with this man. I received a $25 super chat from DeForce99. Big ups, Phil. Have a chicken Big Mac on me. Thank you, DeForce99. That is our biggest super chat of the day. Let's get him on the leaderboard. Thank you, thank you. So now we are up to 135, folks. We're right there. We're right there on hitting the goal, putting the order in. The only thing is I don't know when to put the order in for. Okay, I got a question. For those of you who are watching my Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster playthrough, okay? We just completed the mission where we went to save Carlito from the butcher, but then he dies. Okay, no spoiler, the game's super old, okay? So the next mission is to get to the helipad at a certain time of day. And then after that, I remember it leads to the finale. But how long is that segment? Like the end of the game, because we're in the end of the game essentially right now. It's the facts and it's overtime, right? How long will it take to beat the game? And the reason I'm asking, I want to time the food for the end of the game. I don't want to order the food for like 4 p.m., but we finished at like 3. I want to have the food come at the same time that I'm finishing the game. So does anyone know how much is left? So that I can time the food correctly? The actual ending takes about an hour or more. So add the gamer, what do you think? 2 hours? You think once we start, it'll take about 2 hours? Because maybe I'll order the food for like 3:15-ish. And we'll finish and then be able to do the DSP tries it. No Sleeper, you can only donate through gifted subs on Kick, or you could tip. I have a tip link in the description of my channel, both in the description of this stream, as well as there's on the About page, there's a bunch of panels, and there's the tip panel you can click. That's the 2 ways you can tip on Kick. So you could tip, or you could do gifted subs. That's right. Overtime is a fetch quest plus new area. It might be a while. I recommend if you get captured by the special forces, reload a save, or you'll be doing it for hours on end. Oh, wow. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Crap. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be replaying for hours and hours and hours. Shit. I want to beat it. I just want to beat it. Itchy. Okay. I just want to beat it, and then I want to do a fun DSP tries it, and I want time for it, too, you know? I want to give it a good amount of time. Yeah, the gamer says, if you reload your save, we won't judge you. I mean, dude, I already beat it. I already beat this game, you know, years ago. This is the freaking third version of the game, so it's not like that big of a deal to reload the save to finish it today. You have to catch 10 or 20 zombie bug queens. Oh, that's right. You have to catch a ton of those, don't you? I think you're correct. Now, I can blend them at the coffee store. If I just go to the coffee store, I can make a ton of them, right? It's just the nectar. You have to put the 2 orange juices together. And there's infinite orange juices at the coffee store. Yeah. No, the costume I'm wearing today is not the same as my Halloween costume for my own Halloween marathon. No, it's not. Nope. More Shoe has gifted 2 subs over on Kick. Congrats, guys, on the 2 people who just got those 2 gifted subs. And, hold on. Oh, shit. Screwed up the whole leaderboard. And I just saw some movement. Uh-oh, I see some movement. It appears a bunch of tips just came in all at once. 3 different tips just came in at once, okay? The first tip is a $30 tip from an anonymous tipper. Chicken is okay, but I'm here to see Phil's Chucky emote. All right. Well, thank you so much to a $30 tipper. Indeed, ask and you shall receive. That is a disturbing ass animation. So thank you to the anonymous $30 tipper. That is the biggest tip of the day. And then I received a $1 tip from the Invisible Rhino. So the Chicken Big Mac has a different patty based on where you are in the world. Everyone's Chicken Big Macs are different. That's why you cannot seem to get a straight answer. Wow. So the Chicken Big Mac that I'm going to eat today in the US may be different than the Chicken Big Mac that many of you across the pond have over in the UK. That's interesting. Because you're right, because I've heard some people say, no, it's just 2 McChicken patties. And others are like, no, it's a special patty. So I guess we're going to find out. Okay, and then I received a $25 tip from Dank Venus. Dank Venus with a $25 tip. Thank you for that. Wow, nice name. Where's our $20 animation for that one? There we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We have done it. It has now been 25 straight streams if you do the math, okay? That means it's been about 12 to 13 days that we have continuously hit all of the support goals here on DSP Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to make it rain here on the channel. Thank you so very much for attending, engaging, and supporting my content. You guys have made it abundantly clear. You like what I'm doing. You want more of it. You're happy that I'm co-streaming. You're happy that I'm putting out this new kind of content that's not the same as what I used to do. But you're also happy that I'm playing all the interesting horror games and all the stuff of this season. You're liking the special events I'm doing. Thank you so very much for once again lining the King's coffers with beautiful, beautiful, clanky golden coins here on the channel. Thank you all. And so, as promised, right now I'm going to order, all right? However, we got to figure out what time to order for, right? We got to figure out what time I want this delivered, and that's going to be the conundrum at this point, because I don't know exactly what time to have the food arrive. Will I actually beat Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster in 2 hours here, right? I hope. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I don't even want to tell you guys what this shit costs. I don't. It's ridiculous how expensive this food is to order now. It's over the top crazy expensive, just to let you guys know. So I hope at least some of this stuff is good. But, like, this is absolutely ridiculous how expensive this shit is. So here it is, the Chicken Big Mac. Comes with mac sauce, shredded lettuce, pickles, American cheese, Chicken Big Mac patties, and the Big Mac bun. Okay. I'm not going to get the combo. I just want the sandwich. I want a fillet of fish. I have not had a fillet of fish in so long. I want the fillet of fish sandwich to try it and see if it's any good. Let me find it because like the single sandwiches are way at the bottom. Here it is. Oh, no, that's the double. I don't want double flavor. Here you go. Fillet of fish. There's tartar sauce, American cheese, filet fish patty, and a regular bun. It looks tiny. I don't even want to tell you how much that is. Dude, these prices are exorbitant. Exorbitant. The prices for this stuff. It's just out of control. I'm not even kidding you guys. Guess how much... All right. Guess how much the single cheeseburger costs at McDonald's? I just want people to guess. How much do you think the single cheeseburger costs at McDonald's to order right now? New Gene says $3. Double M says $2. One Sick Puppy says $5. Add the Gamer says $3. Copeem says $5.99. Doot says $3.39. Over on Kick, we got $8, $7, $3, $2, $15.99, and $9. You guys are being ridiculous at this point. Are you ready? Single cheeseburger at McDonald's, $3.69. It used to be $1. That used to be their dollar menu. Single cheeseburger, 99 cents. Now it's $3.69. Oh, there's no inflation. That doesn't exist, right? It's absolutely ridiculous. So anyway, I want a burger. I'm gonna get the chicken Big Mac. I'm gonna get the filet of fish, and I want a burger. But it's like, what do I get? The cheeseburger is freaking $3.69. Insane. The quarter pounder with cheese is $7.79. $7.79 for the quarter pounder? That's insane. That is absolutely insane. What has happened? I can't take it. I'm staring at it. I'm cringing. Like, oh, fuck me, man. What do I want to get? I want one burger. Well, I don't know if I want... They have a daily double. So what's on the daily double? Mayonnaise, American cheese, slivered onions, shredded lettuce, Roma tomatoes, diced onions. So it has 2 different kinds of onions. 2 beef patties, salt, and a regular bun. That might be good. I didn't even know that existed. The daily double? I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of it. I think I'm going to get that. So I'll have the chicken Big Mac, the filet of fish, and the daily double. There you go. I think that's what I'm going to get. And then I get something free. Oh, wait, what do I get free? Hold on. I might get a free item. If it works, it won't load. Okay. I'm not going to spoil. Okay, so let's see. Oh my God, look how much this is. Look how much this is. All right, so I have to schedule it. Schedule. Okay, what time should I schedule this for? How about... Let's schedule it for 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. And then what I'll do is we'll start right away. We'll start playing Dead Rising. Hopefully we'll beat it in 2 hours. And then we'll do this around 3 to 3:30 whenever it arrives, you know. There you go. Okay. Here we go. I'm not... Guys, I'm already getting 3 sandwiches. I'm not going to get an apple pie or a McFlurry. I'm not getting that shit. We're just going to do the 3 different sandwiches and compare them. Okay? All right. Here we go. So I'm going to order. There we go. All right, schedule. And, of course, now I got to add a tip. Of course I did. Jade, thank you. Jade is very happy for my success. 25 straight streams. Crushing the goals is amazing. I know. And now next week, we have a unique goal. These Crave cookies, which I've never done anything like that before on, like, DSP Tries It. An actual big dessert that are custom, like fresh-made custom cookies. And we're going to do those next week if we continue this goal this week. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Let's order. Okay, order has been scheduled. I'll check it out again later, but order is scheduled. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. I hope you enjoyed the Level 1 podcast today. Good stuff. Let's end the show and let's get set up and jump back into Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster so we can wrap it up and we can see the end and we can be ready for DSP Tries It. Thank you all so very much for your ongoing support this fall. It's been great. Cannot wait for more games. Cannot wait for more fun. Remember, when I return on Saturday, I'm not here tomorrow. When I return on Saturday, I'm sure we're going to talk about my appearance on Kino Casino tonight. I'm sure we're going to be talking about anything that happened during my day off. And of course, we're going to be talking about Halloween because we need to tally up the games and make that poll, which we didn't get to today. We got to do that. Stat. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I will see you Saturday.